Well, hi, hello. I know this is a little bit weird because like as I'm right now, I'm not in Korea anymore any longer. Well, the last video that I showed you, I mentioned something like there was a funny anecdote to come, so this is it. I need to tell this because I wish I had like any kind of digital. I'm getting tired already of holding my phone. This looks nice, but it's not golden hour. Okay, the golden hour is very much needed. Well, as I was saying, what was I saying? Shoot. Okay, so I wish that I had any like type of video or media that could have documented the next experience I'm going to tell you about, but sadly it only lives in my memory, so that's why I needed to share it. But also like one of my top 3 experiences of all of my trips. Again, I haven't traveled that much really. However, I could say that I'm very grateful for all the chances that I've got to visit many places. So all of that to say, this is a huge statement for me to make. Okay, first, so to give you a little bit of context, one of the things that I like the most in Korea, at least during the 3 weeks that I was in the country, disclaimer, maybe this is not really the case. I really have no idea to know if every time the thing that I'm going to tell you about happens. I don't know why it surprised me so much. I think Korea is very like on the internet is portrayed as a somewhat conservative society. So the fact that I had the most fun with elderly people, yeah, like I don't know if you can understand why I was so surprised, because I didn't expect them to be as homey. Maybe it wasn't that I was expecting them to be hostile or anything, just it never crossed my mind that they would be like so approaching and charismatic and willing to talk to you even if you are foreign, or I don't know, maybe they like my face. I don't have any way to know. For example, they would start asking us questions about where we were from. Well, pretty much everyone who spoke to us asked that question, but sometimes they would ask other questions or say something else, I don't know. But yeah, for instance, I remember that when we visited the park behind Namiseom village, at some point we didn't know which way to go because there was a little stream. It wasn't that we were going to drown or something, but 2 ladies that very much smiled to us and motioned us to follow them, like they got us out of there. And also on the way to NAMI Island, the huge commutes in plural that we had to do, we were going down on mechanical stairs and a lady from behind me, like she removed a loose thread that I had in my blouse, and it was so funny. Like of course I thanked her and everything. Like she tapped my shoulder, showed me the thread, did something like this for me to stand upright, and she then cut it with her hand. It was marvelous, honestly. Or maybe that was another time in that day. Oh yeah, I think that was another time. I do really have a lot of these stories. If you can see, listen, yeah, whatever. Actually, the day that we went to Nami Island, I hadn't buttoned one of the buttons, is that correct, of my blouse, like that were on the back of my neck, and the lady basically just did it. She bought the button. She didn't tell me anything. Then she patted my shoulder, and again, I thank her. I don't know, so the other story should have happened later or another day. You get the gist of it, but my favorite is totally will always be my favorite, the story in Nami Island, in the actual place. We decided to ride a bike, as you could see. It was easier if you wanted to look the whole place in basically one sitting, pun intended. And the group of men that were on my last video, we had encountered them like twice before that video, so we already had history, okay? That's why they laughed as they did. While we were riding the bike, I think at some point we stopped to see like the map, and they came to us and started to talk to us. Simply as that. They asked where we were from. They did some pretty funny remark about Chile, but I don't quite remember what was about. But then the whole island was full with middle-aged elderly people. It was a kind of group tour. I mean, in Korea we saw a lot of active elderly people. I don't know if that's the common thing or if it's just a portion of that age population, but yeah, like it was amazing. That's why we got also to interact a lot with them. We came across this huge group of elderly people a lot of times, but I just wanted to reach this point, I swear. The funniest of them all was when we needed to like go down to like the street of the promenade. In that corner, the entire group of the tour was there. So we said something like, oh, okay, we need to get off the bike and ride it until there, not to bother them. We really wanted to be as respectful as we could with all the people in Korea, basically. But yeah, and then like we got where they were, but we passed them. Like we set a point. The sun is almost gone. At least the golden hour is gone. Sad, but okay, I need to finish this story. So they were clustered in a group. They were chatting, everyone, I guess. And so we kind of passed them, but not entirely. So we set the bike. We were getting on it. I don't know why, but we kind of struggle a bit. I mean, we struggle a lot trying to adjust to the bike in the first place. Like, I almost lost it. I'm sorry because it was difficult to like coordinate, but then we got the gist of it. It took us a little bit. That was okay. But then at that moment, it wasn't that we were struggling again about coordinating between each other. It was like that kind of dragging. I don't know if that happens to you. Maybe it only happens to me because I'm very clumsy. Even though I know how to ride a bike, I don't really know how to ride a bike, if you know what I mean. So when the bike starts to drag a bit and your feet get out of the pedal, so it's like an awkward moment, you know? They started to pay attention to us. And then we heard screams, like not like shrieks, but kind of like cheers, maybe? Like when you're teasing someone or cheering them up as well, like that kind of sound that can apply to multiple situations. At least they weren't horrified. That's pretty much what I can gather. However, they were like communicating to us, you can do it. Like, okay, go, go. Oh, to fail to tell this in the precise manner that it happened. I wish I could. I wish I had a video of it so I could replay it over and over again. Then when we started to get in a little bit embarrassed, we struggled even more with the bike because like at least I felt all the pressure. And since I don't know how to ride a bike that well, I was like giggling and nervously laughing. And it wasn't that they got frustrated, but instead of let's go, their screams turned to like, come on, off you go. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, when in a game, you also start screaming, the ball, get the ball, or something like that. And then we were in the trenches. I swear to God. I was in the back of the bike, okay? So then suddenly, I felt a hand on my back and one of the handles. There was also another viejito, as we would call them. Viejito as little folk, maybe could be translated. And he was basically leading the bike, even if Connie had both of her hands on the handles as well. And they basically like gave us the impulse to start riding the bike. Oh my, at least they pretty much did their work because we got the balance again. And so we started to pedal faster and not awkwardly anymore. So then they just let us go. But the funniest part was that basically the whole group of viejitos, viejita, which is the female counterpart of viejitos, they then started to really cheer. Like basically said, yeah! Oh my God. I won't never forget that moment. It lives rent-free in my mind. But yeah, that was crazy. So that's why when we meet them after, I tease them. Well, basically I just say hello, but we came out of nowhere. So yeah, it was a very wholesome and an unexpected moment that I will treasure forever. But dear God, I just lost it and I bursted out laughing. Like they were so passionate about helping us to ride a fucking bike.
they give their all, and I just must be grateful about that, and also for the laughs, because I did laugh a lot.